Hello guys, welcome to this new video. Today we're going to be talking about my top 5 favorite bands that you've never heard of, but you should really try listening to them. Most of these bands are going to be local bands from my area, which is the state of Texas. And another part of these bands are going to be from basically bands that are rising, but like not many people have heard of, but you should really check them out. This is just a way so I can just introduce this new variety of music that you guys have never listened to, and honestly to give all these bands basically just to give them a wider new audience with you guys, because I feel like they really do deserve it, and they've been working twice as hard for their music to be listened to out there, and honestly these bands deserve the recognition. So let's get on with the list. So the first band I'm going to talk about is a band that I've talked about like 50, 100 something times already in this channel, and that's Mangala. I'm wearing one of their shirts right now. This band is just so pure. That's just why I like them, because they're just like, they basically came from the DIY hardcore of Texas here, and honestly that's basically this band was basically what got me into digging up through that entire scene. And it's a bunch of just pureness, you know. It's like I haven't listened to anything as rough and as raw as them ever since I've listened to like Black Flag for the first time, and that's what I basically can slightly compare their sound to. It's kind of like My War Black Flag, the Damaged album Black Flag. If you're into those two, then you should try this band out. All of the members in this band are just talented in their own ways. They're great songwriters, honestly, and they're just really cool guys, to be honest. I've covered Mangala's song Snakes on this channel before, so if you want to go check out that song, just check it out. But please do check out their album Take Control. If you need recommendations, my favorite songs in that album are both Snakes and Disdained. Those are just hard-hitting songs, and I just really love them. But yeah, if you're into early Black Flag stuff, I would recommend listening to this band for sure. I will put their Spotify on the description below. At the time of the making of this video, they're coming out with some new stuff, and I'm actually really excited to see that. So I'd say go follow their Instagram to catch up with them, because the new stuff really sounds like it's going to be very promising. Alright, next band on this list is the band Avea, or Avea. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your names, guys. Please forgive me. But this band, I know their drummer from whenever I went to community college, and he's honestly one of the coolest guys I've ever met. Not only that, but this band is just, there's a little prog in it, and then there's like a little mix of like some pop punk in it, but it's like, it's like a good mix, you know, and it's like, basically it's the sound of Seosin. You know, if you're into Seosin, then I'd say I highly recommend this band for you. They have a music video out called Kick Awake, and it is an amazing song. It has a bunch of these cool technical guitar parts, and it's just so mind-blowing on how great this song really sounds. You should go watch the music video. I'll put a description to the link below, and they have an album out called Grow and Let Go. And honestly, this band really does need more recognition than they deserve, because they are just really good, talented guys. So go check them out, please. Next band is another band that I've met the members of, and that is Feed the Fool. They're basically just a couple of cool guys just doing their own thing, to be honest, and I really love them for that. All the members have charisma, which is honestly something that a lot of people look for in bands, so you need to check these guys out. They have a YouTube channel up, you guys should definitely check that, and they have a new music video up too. The song is called The Machine. That song I've been blasting so much because it's honestly really good. You should try it out for yourself. If you're into like kind of like 90s grunge or kind of early slight pop punk stuff, they're the band for you. And I'm not trying to label these bands again, I'm just trying to basically give you guys an idea of what you're gonna get into. But that's really what I really think about this band. And honestly, I don't know what type of sound to compare them to. I mean, they have a unique sound that is kind of like It's kind of like Nirvana-ish, but it's a little bit more, I don't know, it's more unique. I can't really tell. Alright, the next one on this list is a band called The Drain. And The Drain is from this one YouTuber, Bassbabebri, and honestly, go check out her content because it's really great, honestly. She has vlogs on her band, basically, so if you want to like follow that along, I'd say just subscribe to her. As of the making of this video, they have a song called Licriphany, I'm so sorry I'm butchering the name. I'll just let her say it for you.
My song Lycanthropy?
Yeah, that one. But yeah, that song just honestly sounds like a mix of Green Day with Joan Jett in it. And I'm sorry because I know she gets that she looks like Joan Jett a lot. I mean, she even made a whole video about it. If it makes you feel better, a lot of people say that I look like a young Tom Araya from Slayer. And I just got that I look like Robert from Escape the Fate. So, I mean, I get it. I look like a lot of people to a lot of people. But yes, please do listen to her. She's honestly the coolest person I've actually contacted. And yeah, go check her out. I think she's giving out bass lessons right now too. So please go check that out. And if you're into bands like Green Day, or like if you're into the voice of Joan Jett, then you'll definitely love to listen to The Drain. And I just can't wait to hear whatever else they have next, because I've been watching some of their kind of like live footage, and I'm just like, I need to hear what they're gonna send out next, because it sounds amazing from what I'm hearing. So please do check them out. Alright, this next band is one of the first up and coming bands that I started listening to, like way back then, like maybe around 2016 or whatever. It's the band Farewell My Love. Well, the only era I know from them is the London McKuffey era, which I like to call it the London McKuffey era, because if you guys don't know who London McKuffey is, please go check out his channel. He is a great guitarist. He is basically what inspired me to make this channel. They're a band full of a bunch of charismatic guys, and which, again, like what I said about Feed the Fool, that is something that a bunch of people love to look into. If you want to see that, go look at their vlogs from Jordan Knows More's channel. The most entertaining stuff I've ever seen from a band, and I'd say go check them out. I don't know if they're together anymore though, because I mean, I haven't really been seeing updates from them or whatever. All I know is that Chuck Creasy from that band has his own thing going on now called the Chuck Creasy Band. Go give that a look up. And London McKuffey has been doing some other side projects, and he's a great guitarist. Go check him out. And all the other members are basically kind of doing their own thing right now. But from what they have on Spotify, please check that out. I would recommend their song Crazy and Maybe I. I'll put the links to the music videos below. Their songs sound like Black Parade era My Chemical Romance. So if you love that, then you're going to love this band. Trust me. The final band in this list is Vigil of War. And this band is really basically just skyrocketing right now. Their vocalist, Alyssa Vigil, she has already played with the Misfits. At the time of making this video, she is going to be playing bass for Dragonforce. Yeah, Dragonforce, you know, Through Fire and Flames guys. And like, that's honestly, I'm really proud of them. They just seem like a really hard-working band, and like, they deserve what they've gotten up to, and I just really love how they sound. Alyssa's voice is like, her voice has that grit to it, but it also like carries out like every song that she basically sings in. And Sean Taylor, the guitar playing with London McKuffey, yeah, he was also in this band. That guy's just like everywhere now. Their dynamic playing of just solos and everything, they're just so good together. And I remember whenever they had their music video, Bite the Bullet, I basically got their signed CD out. And I really love this thing, honestly. The songs I really do recommend is, well, Bite the Bullet and Stitch Me Up. They have music videos for that, so I'll post them on the links below and description below. But honestly, you will not regret listening to this, because this is just amazing. They have new songs out too, so I'd recommend listening to those too, because they're just like, they're going places, and I can tell they are. So are all these other bands that I've talked about in this video. Every band that I've talked about in this video are all hardworking people that are just into just music in general, and I just really love watching that. That is why I really like digging into local bands and whatever, because a quote from Phil Anselmo from Pantera, he did say that the best music will always come from the underground. I don't know if that's the exact quote, but that is something close to what he said. The best music does come from the underground because it's not controlled by mainstream media or whatever. Not saying that like mainstream bands are bad. Yeah, because they had more creative control for that. And honestly, you should start listening to your local bands if it's not from this state, but it can be from your local state. Just try digging into it some more. You'll find out what you'll like, basically. So yeah, I mean, all of your favorite bands started off small, so I mean, please, if you can listen to these bands, that would be amazing for them, because who knows, these bands could be on top somewhere, and you don't want to be that one dude that's all like, I listened to those bands before, but in reality you just listened to one song and then you ignored them until they got bigger. So please don't be that guy. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Please do share this video so then these bands that I've talked about could basically get their recognition. And so thank you guys for watching.